When Musk became head of the DOGE, even crazier than this situation was the fact that he started fulfilling his promises instantly and made some giant changes on various available platforms. Now, Elon Musk on X declared that this situation with federal workers is damaging the entire country very bad. And it all started because of unprofessional people that have been working in the previous government. That's why Elon began to rearrange government employees and is warning to fire thousands of federal employees. Problem is that Musk made the point that he was right when he sent an email to all federal employees demanding they list 5 work accomplishments from the past week or face termination. In the past, Musk has told people who he might want to partner with that he might try to cut nearly 75% of the federal workforce, which numbers thousands of people. So Musk warned these people, he gave them time to react, and he promised to fire all of them if they try to make Musk's job harder. So Musk, during his daily posts on X, shared results of his work in regard to what is going on with his audit. And Musk revealed how in his wildest thoughts, he could not imagine that the problems for the USA were so alarming. As a result, Musk needs to check so many details, so many processes that are happening in the government that might result in firing of thousands of federal employees. However, when Musk visited various government facilities, he told federal employees that he wouldn't lay off 3/4 of the staff. With Musk in charge and some of the top government employees fired, there are now a lot of unknowns about what will happen to government employees who resist Musk and all other employees who still work there. Elon Musk said federal workers who ignore his productivity email might get one more chance, and he won't fire them yet. However, if they don't respond again, they will be fired. The Office of Personnel Management, OPM, sent an email with the subject, "What did you do last week?" asking federal employees to list 5 things they accomplished in the past week. If they don't respond, they could lose their jobs. When Elon Musk told federal employees to reply to a productivity email or be fired, not all agencies followed the order. As of now, Elon Musk established who will make up its new management team of DOGE, and it is safe to say that Musk, of course, is the one in charge, a role he needs to balance with his responsibilities at Tesla and SpaceX. In response to this situation, Pentagon told the federal employees, "Please pause any response to the OPM email titled, 'What did you do last week?'" Also, Director of FBI Kash Patel told his employees, "When and if further information is required, we will coordinate the responses. For now, please pause any response." However, some agency leaders supported the email from the Office of Personnel Management, which asked workers to list their completed tasks from the past week by Monday at 11:59 p.m., and even submitted their own responses. President Donald Trump told reporters that he could easily recall 5 things he did 6 weeks ago and warned that those who refuse to respond will eventually lose their jobs. According to White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, 1 million federal employees did comply with Musk's request. In response to this situation, Musk posted on X that he does not want to fire them. This is just a warning. Musk said, "The reason this matters is that a significant number of people who are supposed to be working for the government are doing so little work that they are not checking their email at all. In some cases, we believe non-existent people or the identities of dead people are being used to collect paychecks. In other words, there is outright fraud." When Musk first took charge of DOGE, he made it clear that he wanted the agency to do a great job with promoting free speech. Of course, it's incredibly important that people have both the reality and perception that they are able to speak freely within the bounds of lawfulness, he said during his famous TED Talk. Musk explained many times that his intentions doing this job with DOGE is to try and help humanity, whom I love. Musk declared this many times. Then Musk shared the email on X, warning that not replying would be treated as a resignation. Consistent with President real Donald Trump's instructions, all federal employees will shortly receive an email requesting to understand what they got done last week, Musk wrote on X. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Even though the deadline has passed, those who didn't reply still have a chance. On Monday, Musk posted on X that with the president's approval, they will get another opportunity to respond. If they ignore it again, they will be fired. He highlighted significant issues such as outdated practices and substantial financial losses due to fraud, with estimates ranging from $233 billion to $521 billion annually. Musk pointed out alarming oversights, including the issuance of entitlements to individuals lacking valid Social Security numbers and the absence of mechanisms to prevent duplicate Social Security numbers. These revelations suggest a deeply flawed and incompetent system. Musk's critique extends to the structural inefficiencies within various federal agencies. He has identified and targeted several departments for their mismanagement and wasteful spending. For instance, the Department of Defense is under investigation for potential misuse of billions of dollars, and the Internal Revenue Service faces scrutiny over restricted access to sensitive taxpayer data. Additionally, administrative funding cuts at the National Institutes of Health and mass layoffs across the federal workforce, including the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, have been implemented. Musk's approach aims to streamline government operations by eliminating redundancy and promoting fiscal responsibility. Musk said, "Waste, fraud, and abuse have been deeply entrenched in our broken system for far too long." That's why Musk's approach involves aggressive restructuring, including mass layoffs if needed, and the dissolution of certain departments, aiming to streamline operations and reduce perceived bureaucratic waste. He has expressed particular concern over what he perceives as unnecessary expenditures and redundant programs that have persisted due to a lack of accountability and innovation within the government. He said that it is essential to have a government workforce where people of all beliefs can communicate without violence. If something isn't done about the issue, then of course this would only further hate and divide our society. Very interesting and relevant question here is, why Musk has such a big resistance from influential political actors? Well, problem is that Musk has initiated several changes in the government aimed at reducing wasteful government spending. For example, one significant action includes the termination of over 1,000 federal contracts deemed unnecessary, resulting in substantial savings. Musk also warns to fire federal employees with Trump's permission if there is going to be necessity for it. Additionally, DOGE has scrutinized major agencies such as the Department of Defense and the Internal Revenue Service for potential misuse of funds, leading to investigations and budget reallocations. The department has also implemented administrative funding cuts at the National Institutes of Health and executed mass layoffs across various federal agencies, including the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. And these changes are not welcomed by a lot of politicians, of course. For example, a judge decided on Monday to temporarily stop 2 federal agencies from sharing private personal information with representatives of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. Judge Deborah Boardman in Maryland ruled that the Department of Education and the Office of Personnel Management likely broke privacy laws by giving out people's personal details without their permission. She approved a temporary order requested by unions and groups representing federal workers. In response, Musk said the U.S. has a tyranny of the judiciary after several court decisions stopped or delayed some of President Donald Trump's executive orders. He also called for corrupt judges to be impeached and removed. In a post on X, Musk criticized the rulings that have blocked Trump's orders, which include cutting wasteful government spending and deporting illegal immigrants. If any judge anywhere can block every presidential order everywhere, we don't have democracy, we have tyranny of the judiciary, Musk wrote. It's interesting to point out that first, Trump commended Musk after Musk's warning to fire federal employees if they won't reply to emails. Then it was revealed that Musk attended President Trump's first cabinet meeting. This was a meeting between Musk and Trump, alongside cabinet secretaries and other top officials, to discuss the administration's efforts to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse within government agencies. The meeting also aligned perfectly well with President Trump's broader economic vision, which has already attracted significant corporate investment, such as Apple's $500 billion commitment to job creation. The administration is prioritizing regulatory cuts and pro-business policies to stimulate domestic growth, reinforcing Trump's promise to bring investment and jobs back to the USA. Therefore, despite initial tensions and media attempts to portray a rift, Elon Musk and Donald Trump have cultivated a robust partnership characterized by mutual admiration and collaboration. Their relationship, once marked by public disagreements, has evolved into a dynamic alliance, with Musk playing a pivotal role in Trump's administration. Only time will tell what Musk has planned for DOGE now that he's in control, but one thing's for sure, we can definitely expect some very interesting things from him. And that's it for today.